The May issue is almost down for the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine.
Brandy Williams is in La Jolla with a sneak peek.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm talking about the May issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. Joining me right now is the publisher, Mark McKinnon, and we're standing in the home that's featured on the cover, which is so gorgeous. We'll get to that in just a few moments, but let's talk about this issue first.
All right, yeah, this is our May issue, and we were fortunate to have a beautiful house here in La Jolla. It's a remodel job. It's a sort of a family affair is what we call it, and you got two brothers working together to build the house. One brother owns it, one brother built it along with his wife, and just a great team. And we have another house that's in Borrego Springs, which we don't get out there that much, but we saw this house, and we just thought it was very classic, modern-looking house in the middle of the desert, and it's right on the edge of the preserve, so it has unobstructed views, which you'll see in this issue. So it's just beautiful.
You always feature amazing homes, but a lot of other fun stuff as well. Let's talk about the restaurants and the recipes and everything else we can find inside.
All right. Last month we did a relaunch of the magazine. We went wider, bigger, better paper, so the images just really pop off. So in every issue we talk about recipes. We have great new restaurants coming into our market, and we do a nice little restaurant review with Steven Silverman, who's been with us for 25 plus years. So, and on top of that, we also have other lifestyles talks, and we talk about design trends and also what's going on in the gardening. So
I want to put you on the spot here. Since you always feature restaurants, do you get to go taste testing at those?
Yeah, we get asked to go out to a lot. We try to be impartial, but Steve Silverman, he's sort of the masked restaurant reviewer. So a lot of people know him just because he's been around for a long time, but usually the new restaurateurs, they're not so sure who's coming in and when he's coming in to check out the spot.
Well, it's a tough job. Someone has to do it, right?
It is. I don't need to be doing it right now. I need to be checking out the sneak peek at the gyms or something like that.
Come on, don't tease. Well, the homes are so gorgeous too. I always enjoy coming here. I mean, they're just breathtaking, and this one, it just falls right into that category. Now, you mentioned changes that you made, and they came in the April issue, right?
Right.
Let's talk about those a little bit more and why you decided to change it up.
Okay. It's been tough this last couple of years. We've been in recession and all that stuff. The housing industry's been taking a hit, and we're fortunate that we've been able to survive. We're a subscription-paid publication, one of only two here in San Diego, the only one that's really design-oriented. And when you're talking design, we got a lot of great photos. We wanted to make the magazine a little bit wider, so we came out an inch, and then we invested back in our paper because the economy is picking back up. We got new advertisers every month, and we thought that this would be a great time to be able to give back to our advertisers that have stuck with us for so long, and also our readers. The readers, we have about 13,000 paid subscribers, and we have more viewers or more readers than any other publication in San Diego, with about 325,000 monthly readers.
Wow, quite the accomplishment. Well, Mark, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for chatting with me. We're going to hang out here a little while longer and show you some more of this gorgeous home. We're in La Jolla. Going to send it back to you now in the studio.
The May issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine is nearly out.
Yeah, just a few days, but we've got a sneak peek for you with Brandy Williams in La Jolla.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm in La Jolla talking about the home that's featured on the May issue of the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. Let me introduce you to Allison. Allison is the interior designer and decorator of the home. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this really is a family affair because you were just telling me that your husband built these cabinets.
Yes. Yeah.
And how did you all start with this?
Well, it started probably 10 years ago with casual conversations with my brother-in-law Mike and his wife Kelly. And slowly over time, the house that used to be here slowly evolved into the house that you now see. And we worked on it room by room, and it was an overall vision, very collaborative. Mike and Kelly absolutely had the vision for this house, and Andy and I helped them execute all of the work and find all the details and many of the craftsmen that worked on the house. So.
Let's talk about some of those details, specifically the ceilings in some of these rooms. I mean, they're breathtaking.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, these beams, for example, came from Vintage Timberworks up in Rainbow, California. So we drove up there, we found these beams. I drew the detail, we had it cut, they installed them, and it was a little bit of a process, but I think the end result was fantastic. And Kelly found the old bricks and worked with the masons to get the brick work absolutely right on all these walls. And, that was a definite labor of love and well worth the effort. Yeah.
So you mentioned this is a remodel. Let's talk about that transformation from when it was purchased to now.
Well, initially, I believe the house was purchased about 20 years ago, and this is a very classic La Jolla neighborhood. There's very small scale, generous homes, but not, the size of the house that you see here. So one of the challenges was, how do we transform basically a 1950s, very nicely done house at that time into a modern scale, entertaining lifestyle home.
French Country Palace is where I'd like to call it. That's where I want to go with that.
But we didn't want it to scream from the street, say, hey, I'm the biggest house on the street. So we very carefully took most of the floor plan of the original house is still here. We just transformed the ceiling heights. That was the biggest issue with the previous house. It had lower ceilings. So most of these ceilings are 10 feet and higher. We added the second story, put the garage underneath. So parking was an issue. So there was previously a 2-car garage, and I think there's parking for 6 to 8 cars between the two upper and lower garages. Gosh, there's so many different, differences, but I think the overall character and feel of the house was really important to maintain. And Mike and Kelly, this kitchen island actually came from the old house when that was a kitchen remodel I did 15 years ago for them. Wow. So we, wherever we could, we took things from the old house that could be incorporated into the new house. We actually kept that hutch at the end there exactly where it is.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. So
obviously you put a lot of time and effort into this home. So what does it mean to you seeing it on the cover of San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine?
It's fantastic. I mean, it was a great journey. It was great to work with Mike and Kelly. They both have fantastic taste, and the just willingness to do everything right and the best quality that they can. And it's really nice when you get the results.
Yes,
yeah.
It's amazing. Well, Allison, thank you so much for chatting with me this morning. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio, but we're going to hang out here for a little while longer in La Jolla.
The May issue for the San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine is just about out.
Brandy Williams has a sneak peek for us in La Jolla.
Good morning, guys. I'm in La Jolla on the beautiful home that's featured on the cover of the May issue of San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. Let me introduce you to Allison once again. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So you had a big hand in designing and decorating this home. Let's touch on that quickly.
Yeah, well, this particular room that we're standing in used to be the master bedroom. And when we reconfigured the house, we decided that this was actually a better spot for the bathroom, but we had to preserve the front of the house. Therefore, you see the French doors and also the fireplace here. Mm-hmm. But our company, we do kitchens and baths, and that's really our specialty, is trying to, configure what shouldn't be a bathroom into a bathroom, or what shouldn't be a kitchen into a kitchen. Mm-hmm. And my husband here built all of the cabinetry, and we, Kelly and I sourced all of the tile work and drew all of the details for this room, and it was really turned out to be a very special place.
So it really is a family affair, and your business is located in La Jolla, right?
Yes, yeah, we have a showroom on Fay Avenue, and we have several kitchen and bath displays, and a whole staff of designers.
And you did such an amazing job. I want to make sure that everyone has the name of that business. What is it?
In Place Studio.
All right, perfect. Allison, thank you so much. Mark, let's bring you in now. Mark is the publisher of San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. I can completely understand why you picked this house for the cover. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard choice this month. I mean, we had two great homes, but this is a great house, La Jolla. The homeowners. We met Mike and Kelly through the Concours d'Elegance, which Mike was chair of this year, and San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles was proud to be the media sponsor for it. So it's a beautiful house, and we're fortunate that we were able to put it in this month's issue.
Now, this is the May issue, but in April you actually had some changes go on here at the magazine. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, after 34 years, we've been the same size for so long, we decided to grow. So we went wider, about an inch wider. We invested back in a thicker and brighter paper so the images just pop off. And, we thought it was a great change. We didn't charge any extra to our advertisers, so they're getting a bigger ad for the same amount of money.
Wow. And speaking of money, let's talk about subscriptions, because it's available, right, to all of the people here in San Diego.
Yeah, Mother's Day is just right around the corner. So if your mom loves to cook, she loves to eat, she loves to design, she loves gardening, she loves decorating, then this would be a great gift for her. For a 1-year subscription, you can get a subscription for $18, and you also get the digital version, which is now on our website. If you go to SanDiegoHomeGarden.com, we got a free trial offer, so you can take a look at our digital subscription for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So you obviously save money if you do a subscription as opposed to buying this monthly.
Definitely save about 85%. And right now, if you want to get a great gift for mom, you can go to our site and you can get a customized mailing label on it. So you can say, "Mom, we love you." Put the grandkids' names on it. It makes a perfect gift, and it lasts all year long.
And let's talk about the E-Club.
Okay, yeah, E-Club we send out an E-Club every week. It's a great design tip from a local designer. You get a gardening tip from award-winning gardeners, and then you also get a recipe from one of our local restaurants. So it's great, and you can print them out. It comes in index card size, so you can keep them in your cabinet.
Yeah, lots of incentives. Mark, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for chatting with us this morning. And be sure to pick up the May issue of San Diego Home Garden Lifestyles magazine. I'm in La Jolla. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.